So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Barella. And it's Gravenberch. And this is Lukaku. Mbappe gets a foot in here. Well, they can break here. Pedri. Thuram. Knocks it out wide. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Palmer. Lukaku. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's made its way... Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Palmer really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Elects to cross. Referee has just said play on. Hakimi. Timber cuts it out. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in...
Oh, he's been caught on it! He's had a shot! Corner number 2 then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barella. And this is Lukaku. Aims beyond the defence. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Pedri has created one goal already. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! That's going to go a long way. Thuram might just make this. Now, what about a counter-attack? Timber. Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played into space. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Goes down, but nothing given. Well read, nice interception. Knocks it into space. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 22, Rafinha. Number 7, Mbappe. Number 18, Thuram. Number 5, Pedri. Number 13,
Valverde.
Hakimi. Coming on the
Cucurella
field,
drives forward on the
number
overlap.
27, Morgan
Now, can
Rogers.
they get him away?
Number
And he's
9,
certainly onside here.
Number 20, Vinicius
Danger averted
Junior.
for now.
Number 11,
Back in possession
Erling
and ready to go
Haaland.
again.
Number 15, Federico
Timber.
Valverde. Number 66,
Can he get on the end of this?
Alexander Arnold.
Let's yield is.
Substitution in progress.
Matheus Cunha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. So what can they make of this? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Pings in across. Timber clears it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. Very nicely done. Now who's going to be first to this? Alexander-Arnold
There will be 1 minute
is
at a
very
time.
much the model of the modern-day fullback. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30
A
minutes.
quick reminder today that smoking is
So
only
a brief
allowed in
breather
areas shown
and
on
then
this map.
extra time.
Thank you for your cooperation.
"90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. Nicely spread. Oh, he's played it in low. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Cleared away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Tchouaméni. Yildiz. Tries to pass it through. Good ball, good take. Oh, what has happened here? Dembele. And the shot! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And he shoots! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Substitution on the field. Number 2,
Vietnam have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That has ended up in no man's land. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rafael Leao. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Half-time, extra time.
And a quick announcement today.
Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitutions taking place.
And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Konate. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rafael Leao. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Cucurella. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's a searching pass. Now that's well seen too. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. Threads one in. Valverde gets into a good position. And the ball is out of play. He's there to retrieve it. Rafael Leao. That is lovely. And that could well leave a mark.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them.
Big chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Number 11.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Erling Haaland.
Vietnam complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And we're done. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
And we come to you now with a quick...
How do you look back on the
request
game
for
then,
support.
Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid. Up he goes! And it's come back out to him. They've scored! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place.
And the shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square. Thuram! Well, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. And it's Bellingham. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Shot could be on. Plenty to aim at here. Rafinha! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Rafinha going full tilt down the left. Palmer. Distributed tidily. Palmer engages and forces him off the ball. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Chooses to go cross-field. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. Pedri driving on and making good progress. Thuram. He's on it, can he get away? Can he spark a counter here? And the pass is intercepted. Pedri looking for the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Cleared without complication. Rafinha. Rafinha goes on a charge down the left. Hakimi purring through the gears. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Palmer. Now it's Lukaku. Now, can they get him away? Goes for a shot! Off the post! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rafinha. It's Bellingham. Chance here to counter. Now it's Pedri. And it's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Lukaku. Mbappe! That is great defending, so alert. Gravenberg receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pedri. The final seconds now. Vietnam finding their passes. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. He's through here. It's Lukaku! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, Bellingham! And he's taking no chances there. Timber. Lukaku. Pedri gets a foot in here. Nicely weighted ball. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, nice touch. And it's Pedri. They've got to be quick to recover this. And they can counter here. Threads one in. That's beautifully weighted. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Tchouaméni. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some...
And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Gabriel. Hakimi. He's a sharp little ball here.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now there's a fine ball, and that is expertly dealt with. Lukaku has found the net here, of course. Can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. Mbappe, and the finish! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And the finish! He's delivered all right! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mbappe. Rafinha.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gravenberch does really well there, he is strong.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Barella. Gravenberch. Now it's Thuram, and it's Cucurella. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. So what can they make of this? Mbappe. Lukaku. Well read, and the danger is averted.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pass somewhat off target. First quarter of an hour gone. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's in on goal! And the shot! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice-looking ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. Shot, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Barella. That has not gone well. Oh, can he get onto this? He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rafinha with the short one. That is lovely. Oh, that's a fine interception. Thuram. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Barella. Now, can they get him away? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nicely aimed pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe! They're urging him to shoot. That's tidy. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And another try! Timber gets it clear. That has ended up in no man's land. It's Lukaku! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vietnam have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a lovely, neat pass. And they've got a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cucurella. Barella. Decent progress down the left. And it's been played through. It's a promising position. Decent chance!
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Pedri. Bellingham. Oh, strongly challenged there. Now it's Mbappe. And he's worked it through. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Now it's Mbappe. Opts to play it back. Now there's a fine ball. Mbappe is flagged offside. And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now that's well seen too.
Vietnam couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Rafinha. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! Goal! And the second half is off to a flyer.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Vietnam can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Rafinha. Gravenberg gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. Barella. Cucurella. This might... Chance! Oh, what has happened here? Trossing. And one more try! It's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Erling Haaland, number 20, Vinicius Junior, number 17, Matthias Cunha. Substitution.
Dembele. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there's the clearance. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Shot a goal! They've scored! And they've got their lead back. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Number 5, Pedri. Madrid.
Vietnam making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Vietnam go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Yildiz! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Coming on the field is...
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gravenberg did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Valverde. Oh, no joy this time.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Gravenberg. That's Yildiz. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. And it's Cucurella. Brilliantly cut out.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now can he find... Great chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they... And that's that. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.